Paul Hannan has trained executive management teams of countless corporations around the world. And even though he's trained leaders of numerous network marketing companies, he's never joined one until he started taking Max GXL. I had a chance to interview Paul at our convention in September. Let's take a look. I am here with someone who's become a dear friend. Paul Hannan has, I met him probably about a year and a half ago.
Would be about that time.
We were both speaking on the same stage. He's a world-renowned motivational speaker. You said you've spoken on how many continents?
4 continents.
And for how long have you been doing this?
Since I was 30 years of age. That's about 25 years.
Wow, so that makes you 70 years old. No, just kidding. So for 25 years, and you've been all over the world.
Yes.
You have spoken, I'm sure, to a lot of network marketing companies.
A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people in network marketing.
Anybody ever try to recruit you?
Well, the answer to that is absolutely yes, and it's always with a promise of money. And I always hold up my fingers like that, you know, as a sign, not interested, because they're always trying to promise something that's always based around something that's going to make you rich quick or more famous or anything like that. And that, without trying to sound, you know, too humble, it wasn't my passion, it wasn't my interest.
Well, we both love Proverbs, and we know that Proverbs
Yes.
says, "He who hastens to get rich, surely, not maybe, surely, poverty will come upon them."
Yes.
And I've never met anyone who has tried to get rich quick that actually got rich quick, but I've met a lot of people who tried to get rich quick who got poorer quicker.
Yeah.
And so I can see why that would bother you. It really bothers me. And I've told every audience I've ever spoken to at Max that Max is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
When I was introduced to you and Max International, it was just an amazing synergy. I just couldn't believe it.
Now tell me, after all the rejection that you did with other network marketing companies, why did you get involved with Max? Because when we talked, you weren't involved with Max.
No.
And then I come back to Dallas probably a few months later, and there you are in a meeting, and I think, oh good, he's going to hear the story, and you're already
that's right.
an associate.
I remember that conversation.
So tell me what happened.
Well, you know, I was getting ready to go to my daughter's wedding back about 18 months ago, back home into Australia, and Scott Unkelbach of the Dallas Max Champion team, he threw me a box. Well, he didn't throw it, but he passed a box of GXL to me. He said, "Here, Aussie, take this while you're traveling." Well, I traveled with it, and I traveled back with it, and didn't take it. And he looked at me in the eye, Steve, and he said, "You're a stubborn Aussie. Just take it, will you?" So I said, "All right, Scott," and I regard Scott highly as a friend. And he told me some of his story, and I knew Mike Unkelbach's story, so I took it. And you know, when you travel, you get jet lag, you're exposed to all sorts of things. Well, I couldn't believe when I got back, I started taking Max because I was getting ready to do another trip overseas to India for an engagement for an international client, and I couldn't believe that I wasn't suffering jet lag, and my physical energy and my sense of well-being. And you know, in your business, Steve, you've got to be mentally alert from early in the morning till late at night, and you've got people in front of you, they're asking you tough questions. My focus ability was incredible, and I knew it was something different, and it wasn't just my imagination.
So then you fell in love with the product?
Well, yeah, I got back and I started talking to people about it, and this might sound really, I don't know, funny, but people started saying to me, "What did you do to your eyes?" And I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "Well, they're more sparkly," and I thought that was pretty good. So I started telling people about what the product was doing, and before, you know, within the next 12 months, it was about 12 months later actually, I started actually sponsoring people into becoming partners with me in the Max business. And I caught hold of the vision of what this really is as a worldwide phenomenon to change people's lives, which was what I was about, what you knew I was about. And right back to the history of my own dad's life, I knew that what people thought about and what they put not only in their minds but in their mouths was going to change their life. And I had a saying, you can change the world one cell at a time.
Wow.
So I couldn't help myself, Steve. I have to be really honest. It wasn't a strategic plan. I didn't have a blueprint or a business plan on how, back then, on how Max was going to be part of my future business and financial success. But it just came into my life. It's such a phenomenal company, and I didn't say that if you were sitting opposite me or not. And I started looking at the founders and started looking at their vision and their strategy, and I said, this thing is going to be awesome, and I want to be a part of it.
Wow.
And so now I dedicate a large amount of my time to talking about Max.
So we just announced at the convention yesterday that we are going to launch Australia.
Yes.
Tell me what that means to you.
Well, it means a couple of things. It means that my homeland, I love America. I really do love America, and I love what it stands for. But I love Australia, and it means that all the people I've been talking to, they're saying, when is this product coming to Australia? When is it going to be warehoused? When is it going to be distributed from here? I said, it's coming. Just trust me. These guys are serious. They're integrous. It's coming. So it means that my enthusiasm is being supported by your strategic direction going to Australia, and I thank you for that, and the rest of the leadership.
What's been the reaction of the people that have gotten on it, that
Well,
you've given it to?
You know, I've got family members. I've got 3 daughters and a son, and they're all adults. 3 of them are married. All my daughters are married, and and they're married to boys who are very gym conscious and very physical conscious, and they're saying, is it my imagination? I'm swimming longer. I'm swimming further, I'm swimming faster, I'm lifting more, I'm feeling better, I'm handling my kids better. Dad, what is this? I said, it's everything I've told you.
Wow.
So then I've got business people who are saying, you know, that the fact that this business is coming to Australia and the medical backup to it, the science, and being the fact that I've always tried to be a speaker that had the intelligent backup behind what I was inspiring people to believe. Now that I'm giving people a physical product, not just a mental product, what excites them more than anything, even doctors, that there's the science behind this. It's not just a hype story. That's very important to Australians, because Australians are look, I'm an Australian 4th generation, and no offence, we don't believe much that comes from America. I hope that's all right, but it's the truth.
No.
You know? When people get hold of this and they see the science behind it, Australians' ears pick up. Because they are like anyone in the world. They want something that works.
Yep.
So I'm excited about that.
Oh, I can't wait. I will be there with you the day we launch.
I look forward to that, Steve.